Killed 13 people in the valley yesterday. The events that Border Patrol says led up to the tragic crash. And a call for action from local leaders to help border cities like Yuma with a large number of migrants being released into communities. Plus, a sneak peek at just how valuable oxygen is during a pandemic and how it's also used as a weapon to combat COVID-19. 13 on Your Side starts right now.
13 on Your Side starts now.
Thank you so much for choosing to be with us tonight on 13 on Your Side. I'm Scott Gross. Continuing coverage tonight from yesterday's deadly SUV crash that took the lives of over 13 people. New details tonight on investigations looking into this as a possible human smuggling operation gone wrong. Alexandra Rangel joins us from Calexico with the very latest.
Border Patrol suspects that all 13 people who died in the deadly crash entered the U.S. illegally through a 10-foot hole that was cut through the border wall fence. Border Patrol agents say the 13 people who died are believed to be part of a group of 44 migrants smuggled through a hole at the border fence just hours before the tragic wreck. Border Patrol says that video surveillance shows 2 cars leaving the area of the border breach, including the maroon expedition involved in the deadly crash and a red SUV. Border Patrol says that at no point did they pursue either vehicle. Agents were called later to assist with first aid after both cars suffered separate accidents. They say agents were first called to assist a red car that was burning near Interstate 8 and Highway 115. This is where Border Patrol says they found 19 illegal migrants hiding in the surrounding bushes. About an hour later is when they say agents were called to assist with the crash at Norris Road and Highway 115. Border Patrol says that all evidence indicates that both vehicles are connected to the smuggling attempt where the border fence was breached just 30 miles from the Holtville car wreck. Meanwhile, the Mexican consulate in Calexico says the concern is not the legal status of the victims. Their priority is helping assist the victims of the crash.
We can confirm 10 people from Mexico. There are 3 people who still need to be completely identified.
Beltran says they have been able to contact 6 families so far.
In case of the deceased people, the consulate will be part of the process for the transfer of their remains to Mexico. And to some of these families, case by case, we would help with some financial help.
According to the California Highway Patrol, the driver of the deadly crash has been identified as a 28-year-old from Mexicali, Baja California. The Mexican consulate in Calexico says they continue to work to identify all the victims and contact their family members. Reporting in Calexico, Alexandra Rangel.
Continuing our team coverage, activists and locals continue to gather at the crash site to pay their respects. 13 on Your Side's Janela Guilino looks with us to take a look at the growing memorial.
Among the car parts and articles of clothing you find scattered at the crash site, you'll see candles and crosses, each with the message of hope and unity. Border Patrol said all those in the vehicle had entered the country illegally. The Mexican consulate confirmed 10 people were Mexican, and 3 people still need to be identified. Jorge Morales was driving to work when he noticed the flowers and candles. He had heard about the accident and felt compelled to pay his respects.
Pues me identifico con todas estas personas, ¿verdad? Uno que es mexicano. Da mucha tristeza que este tipo de cosas pasen y lo más probable que pues ellos estaban buscando un sueño americano, ¿verdad? Lo que todos llamamos el sueño americano.
Soy un inmigrante también que está sufriendo lo mismo que ellos y pues es algo doloroso.
The Department of Homeland Security is also investigating this case as human smuggling. Chirla organizer Hugo Castro says 25 people trying to fit in an SUV is proof of inhumane immigration policy.
They are victims of forced migration. They're gonna do anything possible to be with their loved ones, to be with their moms, with their dads, with their kids, with their wives, with their husbands.
The cause of the accident is still under investigation. Activists are also honoring the victims at the border wall, hanging 13 crosses for each life that was lost. Reporting in Hopeville, Gianella Giglino.
A woman believes her son might have been involved in that Holtville crash. Family members of Jairo Duenas say they're concerned after Duenas told them that her son would be crossing the border sometime this week. It is yet to be confirmed if he did or did not cross. His mother is hoping he's still safe.
I'm asking God, give me the strength to be ready for the news that I don't think any mother is ready for.
She's praying her son did not cross the border and is not among the carnage of the overcrowded SUV. Local representatives are calling for action to help border cities like our own when it comes to the flow of migrants at the border who are eventually being released into Yuma County. Now, this is a video from a Yuma local showing just a few of the almost 300 apprehensions a day Customs and Border Protection say they have of people illegally crossing the border from Mexico into the U.S. Now, this follows President Biden's order to allow asylum seekers to wait out their cases in the U.S. Arizona Representative Tim Dunn says that since then, 240 releases have occurred in the last few weeks already into Yuma County, all happening without COVID or background checks.
The Biden administration's order is affecting small communities, especially Yuma, Arizona, and the Biden administration needs to own it. I've asked our U.S. senators to help with this matter, and we've had conversations about how we can make sure that this does not become an undue burden on Yuma County and other border communities.
U.S. Representative Raul Grijalva also is asking the Biden administration for supplemental federal funds to be accessed by non-governmental organization counties and cities that are assisting asylum seekers. Shocking video tonight from CBP showing the moments a father and his 2-year-old son were rescued after struggling to stay afloat in the Salinity Canal. CBP says the current swept a 23-year-old undocumented man and his 2-year-old son strapped to his back. You can see the moment Borstar, a highly trained group of Border Patrol agents, jump into action. And due to the current, the 23-year-old could not catch the rescue lines thrown to him by the pilot. It was in that moment that one agent stepped in, removed his uniform, and swam in the water to rescue the father and his son. Both were rescued and taken to a nearby hospital where the child was treated for hypothermia. A mother and 2 children are recovering tonight after an accident in Somerton this morning. Somerton Cocopah Fire says it happened around 9 a.m. on Madison Street east of Somerton Avenue. Fire crews say a woman and her 2 children were transported to Yuma Regional Medical Center with injuries sustained from the crash. The driver of the vehicle, the other vehicle, was not injured. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey is requiring all schools throughout the state to offer in-person learning starting on March 15th. His executive order signed this morning is intended for schools that have not made the option available for parents and children. The order does have an exception made for middle schools and high schools in counties with higher COVID cases, and that includes Cocochino, Havasupai, and Pinal County. Schools will have to offer in-person learning by March 15th or after spring break. The United Way of Yuma County is offering free vision tests to kids who need them. CBS 13's Adonis Albright shares how it works.
Well, if your vision's starting to look a little blurry, it might be time to get a vision test. Well, here at the United Way of Yuma County, they're giving free tests to kids in need.
We're actually starting to find out that 1 in 4 kids have an undetected vision disorder. So we saw that as a huge need, and we decided to step in and start vision screening our local students.
The local nonprofit United Way of Yuma County has been providing free vision screenings for kids for about 4 years. According to CEO Karina Jones, vision loss is something that can oftentimes go unnoticed.
A lot of people just don't know. I mean, as a child, can you imagine a first grader or a kindergartner? How are they supposed to verbalize that they can't see when that's all they've ever known?
Despite the coronavirus slowing things down, they were recently able to screen nearly 300 students in just 2 hours.
Of those 275 students, 30% failed the screening. So that's pretty common. The nationwide statistic is actually 1 in 4 children.
The United Way of Yuma is partnering with Corona Optique, a local eye care center, using a device called the Spot Monitor.
Yep. Hope you're good.
You'll get results within seconds. And if you're unable to afford new glasses, you can get a pair with your referral. No questions asked.
We completely cover the cost of the visit, the lenses, and the frame, so it's absolutely free to these students and families.
This can go a long way in helping kids in the community succeed.
And we really feel that once they get screened and if a need is identified that they need glasses, glasses are a tool that we can give a child to hopefully make them more successful in the classroom.
For more information on how you can get a test, just head over to our website at kyma.com. Reporting in Yuma, Adonis Albright.
Imperial County Public Health Department says the county may lift some restrictions if COVID numbers continue to fall. Currently, the county is in the purple tier, which is the most restricted tier. If COVID numbers hold steady for one more week, averaging around 2,500 cases, it's likely the county will move to the red tier. This would allow indoor dining at 25% capacity and retail businesses to operate at 50% capacity. It would also allow gyms and open indoor facilities at 10%. One local shares his thoughts on the possible tier change in the right direction.
The potential for that is that's good that everyone's doing their social distancing and, they're keeping 6 feet away and they're covering themselves. So the practice is doing very, very good as well. So I'm very proud of that for the Imperial Valley. So I'm very, very proud.
The county's public health department is expected to issue an update by next week. Hope everyone out there had a good Wednesday. The gusty winds we had earlier now have blown away. We currently sit around 61 degrees. As we took a look at our RV World Skycam, in your first alert forecast, we still have a wind advisory in the viewing area. Above normal temps are on the way, and your complete 7-day forecast is coming up. And next, the importance of oxygen in the fight against COVID-19. April Hettinger investigates the oxygen shortage that many of our hospitals are facing.
We all know that movement is like medicine, but getting the movement you need to feel better can be a challenge. Now you can keep fit while you sit with QB, the world's leading compact seated elliptical. QB gives you active sitting, letting you burn calories and keep moving in an easy and low-impact way, all while you work, read, or watch TV. QB was named a top 10 gift by Time Magazine and has been featured all over the world. It's whisper quiet while it works your abs and core, hip flexors, glutes, quads, hamstrings, and calves.
QB is a lifesaver for me.
Here's your answer to your problem. I feel young again.
Join the hundreds of thousands of people moving more with QB. Call to find out how to get your QB with free shipping and a 30-day completely risk-free trial. You'll also get this QB workout mat free. Now keep fit while you sit with QB.
To order, call 800-493-3170. That's 800-493-3170. Call now.
Hi, Hunter Ellis here for Night Hero Binoculars by Atomic Beam. These binoculars let you see anything, even in pitch black darkness. Gotcha.
The secrets are powerful wide-angle atomic beam laser that reveals objects up to 150 yards away, hidden by darkness.
During the day, Night Hero gives you 10 times magnification. And when the sun goes down, press the Night Bright button to see clearly in the dark.
Light up garbage-eating critters or spot thieves before they even get close.
Call or click now and get Night Hero binoculars with laser illumination technology for just $39.99. You'll also get a protective carrying case, yours free. Order right now and you can double it. Plus, get our best-selling Atomic Beam flashlight, just pay separate fee. We'll even ship them to you free. You can get it all, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-316-9879. That's 1-800-316-9879. Or visit buynighthero.com. That's buynighthero.com. Order now.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Failure is unacceptable.
And welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight. Most hospitalized COVID patients have long-term effects on their lungs and require medical oxygen. But when the hospitals are flooded with patients, having enough supply can be very difficult. 13 on your side's April Hettinger investigates the oxygen shortage that many California and Arizona hospitals are dealing with.
Oxygen needed by almost every living organism, but some COVID-infected patients cannot breathe it on their own, which is why the demand has gone up during major outbreaks.
Our usage has gone almost tripled. We've gone from refilling our tank once a week, once every 7 days, to every other day mostly.
As for the portable cylinders,
before COVID, our demand on average was about 300 to 400 tanks a month we were going through, and it has more than doubled. Now we're running around 700 to 750 tanks a month that we go through of the full O2 cylinders.
Airgas, a local company that gets supply from San Diego, distills normal air, which is about 99% pure oxygen.
The supplier in the truck brings liquid oxygen and pumps it into our bulk storage tank. The liquid oxygen is roughly 300 degrees below zero, and as the facility uses oxygen, it pulls it out of the bulk tank, goes through a vaporizer which converts it from liquid oxygen into a gas, and then it's goes up into the hospital, and it's used by the patients.
The vaporizer conversion is about a 2-hour process.
When our patient load started to pick up again, we were using oxygen faster than we could convert it into a gas from a liquid. To stop that problem, we went down to the store and got a couple of garden sprayers, just standard garden sprayers, hooked them up to a garden hose, and they're spraying water on the vaporizers, which increases the efficiency of the vaporizer to turn it into gas, and that solved the problem.
Each day, nurses go patient by patient to assess their need for oxygen.
Due to the inventory that we do daily, and we make sure that that is being reported to supply chain, they are ahead of the game of what is our demand of oxygen.
Once news of the shortage trickled over to Yuma, the supply chain needed to be up and ready.
As soon as I started hearing about shortages in California and some of the Arizona locations, we proactively made plans in place to bring in a few extras, so we had some additional stock available, as well as strategizing on additional resources just in case.
These are the 5 to 7 pound cylinders that are placed on the hospital bed when transporting a patient within the facility. The supplier had to lay down some ground rules when the oxygen shortage first hit.
Our goal is to bring down as many empties as possible, so I have the supply chain staff go around collecting empties to bring them down, because Airgas, because of the shortage, they're doing a 1-to-1 swap. So they give us one full tank for every empty tank that we provide them.
But when a patient is stationary in a room, they get their oxygen supply from the wall, which comes from the tanks. If not converted properly, this can lead to other issues.
If a liquid pulls into the system and pulls into the patient room, it's being that cold, it's not good for you. Can't breathe it. So it also freezes up the piping inside the hospital.
Medical oxygen can be life-saving for some who have recovered from COVID, but there are those patients who will live with permanent side effects.
We have seen multiple people who have recovered. The only difference is that, they walked in here with no oxygen need of a supplement, and now they're going home with the supplement of an oxygen, which some people do recover. It does take them months after they leave the hospital, and there has been cases some people are still on oxygen.
Healthcare workers are the final step in the supply chain, but it wouldn't be possible without the supply crew.
In supply chain, the model that we have that I have established for our team is fill in the hands that heal. Without supply chain, the clinical staff would not be able to treat the patients the way they need to. So I think supply chain is very critical to the whole organization, because we've done everything we can to ensure that we have protective equipment for the staff, as well as the necessary clinical supplies needed for patient care.
Yuma Regional Medical Center said it did not have to go into ration care, but had the oxygen supply run out, that may have been a possibility. Reporting in Yuma, April Hettinger, 13 on your side.
And for daily updates to keep you informed, download our app, our KYMA app today. And here's a glimpse of what our day looked like this afternoon. Well, this is a glimpse of what it looks like tonight. I've got good news. If you are sick of the gusty winds we've got warmer temps on the way. Your full forecast is straight ahead.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call them tack glasses. Inspired by the sunglasses worn by our heroes in uniform, tack glasses block blinding glare so well, invisible objects suddenly become visible. Enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's and survive even the harshest conditions. Look, ordinary sunglasses just make things darker, which could be deadly in a tactical situation. Tack glasses improve optical clarity so you can see clearly, even in low light. If you've never seen how this light filtering technology works, check this out. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our tack glasses. A colorful American eagle is revealed. Amazing!
Act now to get your tack glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. So don't delay. Order yours today.
To order, call 1-800-287-1705. Again, that's 1-800-287-1705 or order online at trytackglasses.com.
Donors Choose. Support a classroom. Build a future.
At DonorsChoose.org, we want students in every community to have the tools they need for a great education. And now, more than ever, students and teachers need your help. Every year, most public school teachers spend nearly $500 of their own money on student supplies. Let's do the math. That comes out to over $1.2 billion. We can do better. Here's how. Go to DonorsChoose.org, find a request to support, and we'll make sure they get exactly what they need. Choose from books to computers, from art supplies to robotics kits. There are microscopes, musical instruments, and so much more. You'll receive thank you letters and photos from students and teachers, and a report of how every dollar was spent. To learn more and find a teacher's request in your community, visit DonorsChoose.org.
Donors Choose. Support a classroom. Build a future.
With COVID, I thought I would be prepared for it, but I'm seeing people who've never been ill before die. I'm seeing some people who have multiple family members in the hospital, kind of going through various stages of COVID. So I don't think I was prepared for this level of death and this level of exhaustion. It's a lot more than it ever has been, and it's hard.
Their patients got transferred to Phoenix or Tucson, so we're constantly doing transfers from Phoenix hospitals back home.
Welcome back, everybody. We're almost halfway through our work week as we close out a Wednesday today, and what a Wednesday it was as we take a look outside at the RV World Skycam. Beautiful view of downtown Yuma right now. We've got some cloud cover out there. Currently we're sitting at 56 degrees, and it's a far cry right now from where we were this afternoon with those gusting winds throughout the viewing area. Take a look at our satellite and radar. Let's just take a look at what we had going on for us today. This was rain, and it moved our way. This was from 7:20 tonight. We did see some rain in Imperial County this afternoon. Those have subsided. They're gone and now going off to the north, but we had a 40% chance, and we did see some. Now, those wind gusts that we had, that wind advisory ended at 6 for most of our viewing area, but there is another one intact, and let me show you that in just a few minutes. But first of all, here's our futurecast. This is that low pressure system that brought in some of that moisture and the cool air to us, and as we fast forward tomorrow, it'll move towards the Four Corners. That will free us up, and as we move towards Friday, we're going to be in a nice spot there as that cold air moves on down to the east, and we're going to start to warm up. Again, I'm going to show you that wind alert near Ocotillo down here. That'll expire tonight at 11 o'clock. Some high gusty winds down in there, so if you're driving into San Diego County or coming back, please be advised or let any family or friends know what's happening down there. Take a look now at temperatures that we have throughout Imperial County. El Centro 55, Imperial is at 56, Salton City squeaking in at 54, and over here in Yuma County as we Look at the Arizona side, down near the Mexican border, San Luis at 59, Somerton 58, Quartzside is at 57, Tacna checks in at 59. Planning the rest of your day today looks like this with our MetroCast. Around midnight tonight, 53. Again, right now we're currently at 56 degrees. You will see some cloud cover out there. As you wake up tomorrow morning around 6 a.m., 49 degrees and clear skies. And into the afternoon, 69 and sunny, and we're going to get warmer from there as I show you now our 7-day forecast. Take a look at what we have in store for you. Mild and sunny tomorrow. Our average for this time of year is around 77, so we'll be just below that. But look at Friday. Another mild day. We don't have to worry about those gusty winds. We'll be in the 80s, 83 on Friday, a little more breezy on Saturday and 84, and then a nice cloudy day. Some clouds will come in on Sunday, but still 81. So 3 straight days in the 80s. Same can be said for Imperial County. Mild day tomorrow, a sunny day in the low 80s on Friday, and then 83, more breezy on Saturday, and a mild day as the clouds move in on Sunday, and we'll be at 79. Next in sports, did you ever think you'd be sitting in a baseball stadium when MLB season starts in April? Well, California's governor says it's a real possibility. The details next in sports.
Looking for high quality and low prices? Then Furniture Row's 4-day super sale is for you. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. No limit. You'll also find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and much, much more. Plus, make your cash go further with 5 years no-interest financing. And free shipping right to your doorstep. But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to Dennis Melvin's house. It's time for the Midnight Snack Run.
This is one tricky obstacle course. Sticking to healthy habits in this kitchen is going to take focus and determination.
He's already entered the snack part of the course, and he's eyeballing a jar of chocolatey candy.
That is tempting right off the start.
He's reaching, Bill, but he pushes it away.
Great stiff arm.
He's approaching a plate of delicious-looking iced cookies.
Oh, Dennis, you only want one of those.
He blows right by him for the apple.
The fridge. It's make or break time, JB.
He stares down some rich-looking treats. Uh-oh, looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs the water bottle, and shuts the door with his elbow.
I gotta see that again.
Great move.
Now he's just gotta get out of there.
Look what dropped from the sky.
Don't do it, Dennis.
Bill, he somehow keeps moving.
That's the way you execute a midnight snack run.
Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer.
Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? After all, a visit to the dentist can easily cost $2,000 or more. Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call now and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. Activate your card and you can start using it immediately. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures like crowns, dentures, even braces, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. Say you go to the dentist today without any card and your bill is, well, ouch. Wait a minute, let's try that again. You go to the dentist today and show your Carefree Dental Card, you save $525. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call 1-800-997-4110 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit. Call 1-800-997-4110 now.
Some big news in California for Major League Baseball fans. Governor Gavin Newsom today expressed confidence that if COVID-19 trends continue downward, fans will be back in the seats of outdoor stadiums when the baseball regular season begins in April. Opening day is April 1st, and Governor Newsom said today that fans in the stands is a real possibility. Newsom says the state is still working on finalizing all the details and is working very closely with Major League Baseball and local health officials. Newsom points to the dropping hospitalization rates across California and the state's progression into the red tier. Red tier allows some businesses to operate and reopen at 25% capacity.
we have confidence that when you think forward or look forward was April opening day, where we are likely to be if we all do our job. If we all do our job and we don't let down our guard and spike the ball, wrong sport, but get the point, then I have all the confidence in the world fans will be back safely in a lot of those outdoor venues.
And one local game on the schedule this afternoon in boys basketball. San Luis falls at home to Parker 65-39. Parker came in on a 3-game winning streak, and they now make it 4. The girls' game between these two was canceled. And prep athletes from the desert Southwest to all across Arizona, for that matter, can now say masks off when competing in their respective sports. On Tuesday, the Arizona Interscholastic Association's Executive Board approved an in-competition mask mandate effective starting next week. Winter prep sports athletes competing in the playoffs can do so without wearing masks. The same goes for all upcoming spring sports games that are scheduled to start on March 12th. Now, while referees officiating games will also not be required to wear masks, all attending fans, coaches, and non-competing athletes will still have to mask up during games. And now moving on to the local front, prep athletes from the desert Southwest to across, oh, I already read that again. Okay, let's jump ahead to what we have looking on the slate right now. We've got a few spring training baseball scores to share with you. The Diamondbacks nabbed their first win of the spring training, 9-4 over Cleveland today. San Diego falls to the Brewers, and the Dodgers hosted the Reds. That's all the time we have for sports. But stay with us. Cookies for Heroes. Local Girl Scout troops are working to deliver some sweet treats to frontline workers. How you can help, straight ahead.
On your mark, get set, go! For the Car Racing giveaway at Quichan Casino Resort. Saturday, February 27th, March 13th, and 27th. Join us every hour from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and you could be one of 6 lucky winners to race your way to the finish line. The first place winners of each race will advance to the final round for their chance to win one of 3 brand new Hyundais or a share of $70,000. Get queued up for winning at Quichan Casino Resort.
How do you open tough jar lids? Do you try this one? Or this one? Or how about this one?
Honey?
This is the future. Shouldn't there be a robot for this by now? There is. Introducing RoboTwist, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids. Just set it down, press the button, and watch it work. First, the RoboStrong vise locks down tight. Then the powerful twisting action unscrews the lid. RoboTwist is yours for the special introductory price of just $19.99. That's right, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids, all for just $19.99. Whether the jar is big or small, RoboTwist can open them all. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Here's how to get yours today.
Call 1-800-347-9043. That's 1-800-347-9043. Or order online at buyrobotwist.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills more than 41,000 people every year in the U.S.?
That's 113 people every day.
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Nearly 250,000 men and women in the U.S.
will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Help us save lives. Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Support Susan G. Komen. Join our fight. Save lives. Visit komen.org/unacceptable.
Failure is unacceptable.
Before we go tonight, Girl Scouts are known primarily for their cookies. And now local troops are handing out the treats to frontline workers, and they're asking for your help. The Cookies for Heroes program gives shoppers the chance to pay it forward and buy a box that is sent to troops overseas. The program now adds new heroes to the list.
The Girl Scouts have a long-standing tradition of giving back.
We make the world a better place. But now, more than ever, we need you, our community, to join us, hand in hand, to help thank our hometown heroes, the people standing on the front lines of the pandemic.
And if you'd like to help with Cookies for Heroes, contact your local troop. And that's all we have for you tonight on 13 on Your Side. I'm Scott Gross. Thank you so much for choosing to be with us tonight. Tune again tomorrow at 4, 6, and 10 for your latest news. And we're always on at kyma.com. Until then, take care and good night. Stephen Colbert is next.